Hey guys, Captain Dave. It's a guide's day off. Hey Maisie. I'm spending a little time with Maisie and Kona and my son David and his lovely wife Caitlin. We're getting ready to go. I think we're gonna go shopping. Gotta go to Bass Pro Shop. I'll take you to Bass Pro Shop. We'll get a few things. Kona, you wanna come over here? Come here, baby. Yeah, there we go. Uh-oh, Maisie's going again. Say hi, Kona. Can you say hi? Hi, Maisie. Puppies are on patrol. They're making sure the neighborhood is safe. Making sure the neighborhood is safe. All right, we're gonna go to Bass Pro Shop, and we're gonna go spend. We're gonna catch a sunset. Actually, on the Atlantic side, so it'll be sunset will be behind us, but we're gonna go over to the Atlantic. And what are you guys doing? Huh? What are you doing? These are the stars for the day. What? What are you guys looking at? Huh? What are you looking at? Anyway, so we'll pick this up. We'll pick this up up at the Bass Pro Shop. We'll see you guys up there. Well, first stop is the car wash today. Going to give the interior and exterior of the old Jeep Grand Cherokee a little love. I'm told that it's very popular to film a car wash segment. Apparently it's real pretty on the inside or something like that. So we'll indulge for a moment. Hey, I did want to talk to you about something, and this is another product plug. It's unsolicited, and I don't get paid for this, but I do want to tell you that it's not uncommon for people to have like cold sores or sun blisters and things like that on their lips. The sun really causes me to get these blisters on my lips from time to time, and I've actually found something that, you know, I try and use sunscreen and protect, and I cover my face as much as I can with a buff. But when you're out there for 8, 10, 12 hours, sometimes you get enough to where your lips start to tingle, and you know you're going to get one of those blisters. And there's a product out there that absolutely works for me, and in fact I happen to know that I've got another guide that uses it as well, because we were talking about it the other day, and you've seen it on TV possibly. Somebody's throwing or stuff at me here. Where I don't even know where that went. It went down my shirt, I think. But this stuff is called Abreva, and you get it in these little packages. I get mine at the drugstore. But I'm going to tell you straight up, you put this stuff on after a day in the sun. I usually put it on before bed, maybe when I get up in the morning, and it absolutely works. Absolutely works. Now you want to follow the instructions on the thing, because I do think you're not supposed to use it like every 10 minutes or something. But just if you're somebody that deals with that kind of thing, or if that's been an issue for you, you try that Abreva. It's going to work for you. I'm very confident. At least it works for me and just about everybody else I know personally. So anyway, we're at some kind of a fancy car wash here. We're going to go through and get the works. They're going to get inside and clean it out, at least all the way up to the back end. We've got all our beach gear in the back, so we'll leave that back there. But anyway, I'll let you just enjoy the ride here. We'll see how much of it gets put in the video, but here we go. Here it comes. Hey, listen, I've got a thought I'm going to leave you with. I'm going to come back to this in a little while, but I want you to kind of undulate on this for a minute, all right? Don't get yourself in your fishing, don't get yourself caught in the old worrying about the alligators and then getting eaten by the mosquitoes. Don't That just happened. Don't do that. Don't worry about the alligators and then allow yourself to get eaten by the mosquitoes. You think about that for a few minutes and I'll be back. Well, time to get a little bit of lunch. We're gonna go into Culver's here. We during the lentil season they do a walleye dinner, and it's the only time you can get walleye at Culver's is during the lentil season. I've said lentil season twice now. But anyway, it's one of my favorite things. We don't have any Culver's in the Central Florida area, but we've got them up in Orlando here and along the Gulf Coast. Anyway, I'm gonna go in and get some Culver's. Gonna have some walleye, little mashed taters. See you in a bit.
I think they use swamp water here.
Swamp water?
You already got names.
Swamp water. Listen, one of the things about South Florida that I am not particularly happy about is it the fountain drinks, anything you get ice in, the water that is used is just so awful tasting. I tend to drink sodas out of cans and things like that just because it just tastes better.
She told me
So
they use swamp water, so I tried it, and she didn't tell me that it had lemonade mixed into it.
lemonade swamp water.
Lemonade's good.
Yeah, I like it.
We catch these fresh up north in Michigan. This is pretty good, but still catching them out of the lake and taking their fillets while they're still flopping. That's the best fish on the planet. What do you got there?
Cheese curd.
Beer me a cheese curd. Well, here we are in Bass Pro Shop. Just got just a few knick-knack things, consumable items I want to pick up real quick and what have you. But I always like to peruse around a little bit. You know, there's times when when there's specific things I need, but a lot of times, you know, things get so busy for me that I'll have in my head, oh, I need to get this, or I need to get that, I need to get this, I need to get that, and then I can't remember. So walking around a little bit, getting a few minutes by myself, walking around a little bit really goes a long ways toward getting everything I need. Right now I need to get a power inverter. I just got my new Audio-Technica wireless mic stuff, and I can now mic up 4 people at one time. But I need to be able to plug that into power, so I need a power inverter to install on the boat because I want to be able to run that inside the boat. And you know, the mic up stuff, you know, like when I was running and I had the camera up on the pole, but I had my mic on when I was with the Cheneys, and remember the dude that gave me the California howdy, that whole thing. It's really cool. It's a cool effect. You can talk so clean and clear, even though you're running wide open down the lake. So it's pretty neat stuff. So anyway, I'm gonna look around for that right now and a few other things, but I'll keep you updated. If you're a boat owner, one of the things you probably need to carry in your boat is some sort of booster system, some sort of recharge system. You know, when batteries go, it's always at the worst possible time. I had one of those small, came in a zip pack and real small devices, and it worked really well. It had a lot of power and it would jump start like crazy. But I noticed the other day when I took mine out to charge it that it started to swell up a little bit, and boy, you got to be careful. Last thing you want is one of those things to catch on fire in your boat and destroy everything you own. So I threw it away. I paid $130 for it, and I've had it for 3 years. I don't know what the shelf life on something like that is, but I'm looking at another one here. I don't know much about this. I'll probably Google it real quick and see, and see what's what. But it's something you're definitely going to have in your boat. You know, a lot of times too, I had to go rescue Major Joe Beeman probably about a week and a half ago while I was on a guide trip, and those are the kinds of things that I didn't have mine, so I actually went back and actually grabbed him a battery from the marina and brought out a battery and installed a battery for him. But anyway, you want to make sure you keep that stuff handy. You know, you run your electronics all day. You got your live wells pumping, everything's going on, and one day you're out there longer and you realize you fished for 7 or 8 hours in an area and didn't start your outboard. You can get yourself in trouble, and it's always dicey trying to jump back and forth. In the new boats, they'll actually have switches where you can flip a switch and go to charge or jump right off your trolling motor batteries. I've got 5 batteries in my boat, for God's sakes. Anyway, so something I'm looking at here. I'll do a little research. I'll let you know what I decide. Well, hey, I did a little checking on the battery booster here, the NOCO. It turns out it's really highly rated. And actually, the guy at the Marine Department said it was by far the best one that they sell. And it works for gel as well as standard batteries, so that was my biggest concern. But anyway, it says it'll work on a 3.0 liter diesel, which is what I have in my truck as well, and a 6.0 liter V8 engine. So it has plenty of power. So I'm definitely going to go that route. It's $125, $129. It's right in the same price point as the previous one that I had. So definitely going to go that route. Now I'm over here in the fishing section. I'm looking specifically for some drop shot weights. I need some more cylinder drop shot weights. I prefer the cylinder weights over the round every time, whether it's wood, grass, or rock. They're better. So I'm going to look around for those. All right, guys. Well, listen, I'm about ready to call it here. I've spent my $200 limit, I think. But I wanted to show you a couple of things here. Strike King has come out with a couple of a new spinner baits called the Scorcher series, and these are baits that are undersized but they're overweighted, and which basically means you can really throw them a long ways, and it's a smaller profile bait, so you can crank it really fast. And I'm headed up to smallmouth country soon, and of course those are really big time for the smallmouth. Somebody's bombing me, isn't he? Is it gonna have right there? I'm gonna have a little dork alert sign coming up behind me again, but anyway, and they've actually got one here. I've never seen this one, but they've got one here with 3 blades on it. So I'm gonna give that a shot. What I like about this particular one for Okeechobee is that the blades are really small, and you know those shad that we're chasing, or the fish are chasing those shad, and those shad are only about this big, and so I really like the looks of that bait. So I'm probably going to buy a couple of those things. They're not cheap. They're about $9 a crack, but anyway. So I'm going to get some spinner baits. We're coming into spinner bait time here on Okeechobee, and of course I'm headed up north too, and up in Michigan. Those spinner baits, especially the painted blades, are really great. You get a wind blowing, you get a 15-20 mile an hour wind blowing, and we got, you know, and it winds up being a great way to catch them. So anyway, all right, you can see that my crew is not real excited about being here as usual. Everybody's ready to go. So chatterbaits. I probably need a chatterbait too. Let me dig around here real quick, and I'll probably have to grab a couple more chatterbaits. I just use the Z-Man typically, the old namesake, and God bless white chatterbaits. And so anyway, that's it, guys. We'll talk soon. All right, man. On our way out. $328 later. Hey, but I had $52 on my Bass Pro Shop bonus rewards card, so I got out of here for $268. Which is good. Feel good about that. Got some things I needed. Got some Senkos. Got those spinner baits. Kind of reload my spinner bait box a little bit. Got that new charger, that NOCO battery charger, or jump starter, and so that's good. Got a couple of plain old boxes that I need for setting up my wireless mic stuff and carrying that stuff around. So anyway, we're all set, man. We're on to the ocean. Gonna go check on the puppies over at Dave's apartment, and then we're gonna head over to Cocoa Beach. I think we're going over to Cocoa Beach. It's the Atlantic side, so the sun will be going down behind my back, but so I can turn my head. I'm just looking forward to getting out there. I hope the wind's blowing a little bit. I love when the wind blows on the ocean, unless I'm in a small boat. Anyway, Captain Dave Schneider, it's a guide's life, and I will be back. The sun is shining. It's a beautiful day. You know, the hard part really is feeling like it's okay to take a day off. That's really a struggle. Emotionally, I just have a hard time sitting still and feeling like I've got to do this and I've got to do that. And of course, shooting the vlog satiates that a little bit, because that's something I really like to do and something I need to do. I got to keep your videos coming. And oh, hey, by the way, I want to apologize for the what I can only call the drone fiasco. I was 2 a.m. when I was posting that thing, and I realized that I put like 12 minutes of drone footage up, and that was kind of bad. I should have cleaned that up and cut that up a little bit and made it about 4 minutes. But then I also thought too that if I were coming to Okeechobee, I would pour over every inch of that, looking and getting an idea of where the current grass lines are and stuff like that. So I kind of justified it in my head that way too. But I do want you to know that I felt a little sheepish about that afterwards. That was a lot of drone footage and might have got a little long. So I'll try and do a better job. Anyway, we'll see you at the beach. Well, here I am, finally settled in. We're over in Cocoa Beach. Actually, I haven't been to Cocoa Beach a whole lot since I've been in Florida. This is the beach that's kind of more adjacent to Orlando area. Cape Canaveral's up behind us a little ways and whatnot. But anyway, we're just settled in here. We're gonna enjoy the sun. It's gonna fall down behind us over here, but just gonna sit and enjoy the surf and enjoy the quiet. Probably gonna take a nap. So we'll see you soon.